Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Sorry.
Yes.
Ugh. All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work? Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
We've reached our destination. Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew. Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almeidrea killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, Sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
We've reached our destination. I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe...
Oh?
What?
Yes!
Just what?
What?
Yes! Yeah!
Nice.
Right.
There, yeah!
Got it.
Just a minute.
Great! What?
Yes!
Great! Phew.
Hey.
No way!
Oh? Hey.
Sorry. How? Amazing!
Yes!
Hey. What?
Very nice!
Alphen! She owns stuffing bread with marble curry!
Now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Shion, you're hooked on that stuff.
think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Whoa, this is amazing!
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed. What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you 2 not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that...
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave. That's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty. Get lost!
Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! Here I come! Begin! Dragon form!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Reflect my sins! They smite with blackened blade!
Glacial spear, pierce evil, seal!
On your knees! Dragon form! Air pressure!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me! Wind! Dance on the wind!
Bathed in blood.
Rendering you a bloody dragon
I'm ready! Dolan! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize. Let's dispose of the trash.
Green faith! Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Now! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
It's almost strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Sever it up that you all are! Soaring Light Spear!
A wailing Lunar Protection!
Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! Begin! Elusive deity! There! Rotating pile driver! Severing Wind! Soaring Light Spear!
This could be useful.
catching a cold? Here, have this herb I found earlier.
I'm fine, thanks.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Hitting pile driver.
Try harder! My turn!
What would I do now? Illuminate the dark!
Dragon Blow! Dragon Swarm!
A wailing banshee of
Sovereign
lightning!
Alpha! Severing Wind! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! Dragon Swarm! Sovereign Alpha! Wind! Resonate with the earth! Here I come! It's over! Try harder! Take this!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Dragon Swarm!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Severing Wind!
Now!
Soaring Light Spear! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now! Take this! Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! Sovereign Alpha! Blow them away! Now! Take this! Sovereign Alpha!
Zara frozen!
Hammer!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
My exploits are bearing fruit. Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Glacial Spear, pierce evil!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Take this! Dragon
Now, let loose!
Take this! Soaring Light Spear!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A melee destruction!
There's still more to go!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Negative gate!
On your knees!
Do it! Let's get you off the west! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well, looky here!
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from.
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Coming through! Take it! Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha!
I can shatter any steel!
We've got flyers!
I've got this!
I've been hit with something!
So even a master has his limit.
No, don't be like
Thanks! Dragon!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Soaring Light
I'm out of
Spear!
ammo! I'm all stuffed up!
Rising
Here,
Falcon! I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire! This is the power of the Blazing Sword!
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Raging Cascade!
Try harder!
Radiant Pierce!
Try harder! Now! You're mine!
Blah, blah, blah!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Our arts are being interrupted.
I'm out of ammo!
Soaring Light Spear! You picked the wrong fight! I'm ready! Dragon Form!
Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
I'm not
Naturally!
Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wind!
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine!
Holy Glitter! Holy Glitter!
Dragon Form!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy opponent.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it!
Severing Wind!
Thank goodness we won. Little help!
Dragon Form! Sword it!
Mind freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Rising Falcon! You picked the
Now!
wrong fight! Sia,
Here, this ends now.
consider yourself finished! My turn! Cut! You're
Lunar
finished!
corruption. Lunar blast.
Damn!
Tempest swirl now.
deity!
Mega ray.
Demon Knight! Come and face me!
Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Negative gate!
I'm not done.
Sword Rain Alpha! Win!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Dragon Form!
Astral energy. Hear my call.
You're finished!
I'm ready.
Precision, time. All a perfect 10.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care of your files.
You're finished!
On your
Do it.
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's got your name on it.
ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Dragon Form! It's time!
Glacial Spear.
Begin! Take this! You're finished!
In here.
Sword Rain Alpha! Win! Rising Falcon! Burn!
Leave the enemy's art to me.
Here I come! Catapult!
No complaints here!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well. and thus our strength yet grows.
Let's see what you've got. Damn it! Captivity! Here I come! Try harder! Now! You're mine! Try harder! My turn! Front!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Win! I'm ready!
Let's get River! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
Here I come! This
Speed
one's
naturally!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Ignite! Not a chance! Soaring Spear!
Freeze Lancer!
Rising Falcon!
Dance on the wind! Air thrust!
Your arts are really incredible.
I'm ready!
Thanks to you! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Little help!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Raging cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Vacuum Blade!
A chain between heaven and earth! A whale
No
of
escape!
Begin!
Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wind! Rising
Where are you
Falcon!
going?
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
They smite with
Here comes astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
flame inside me! You're
Naturally!
free! Start up!
Hear my call! Spread!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate.
This'll make us even more formidable.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Handle this.
Reflect on thy sin. They smite.
They come.
Provide
assistance.
Here I come. You're mine.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Rising Falcon.
The enemy
You
wields
fought a long fight.
We'll soon see about that.
green, bathed in
Take
blood.
this.
Rending you apart. Bloody howler.
Here I come. Dragon Swarm.
Sweet dreams! Breathe, Lancer! You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Sword Ring Alpha.
Air thrust spread! Now
You're mine.
here's the evil! Breathe, Lancer!
Looks like we got them all.
Right, here goes.
Steering colors! Reload!
Try harder. You're mine.
Holy land! Came between heaven and earth. Hear me! Flame of spirit! Burning bright!
Try harder.
Hear the
Ah! Dragon Swarm.
first aid!
I owe you one. Wind.
They
Might with black and sword right there.
Evil Banshee of Lightning!
Rising
Breathe,
Falcon.
Lancer!
Leave you smelling to me.
Yeah, and bubbling to me!
Rising Falcon. Dragon Swarm.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, you and I both.
With black and flame.
I felt better, that's for sure.
Damn it.
I won't forgive you!
Onward. You're mine.
I'm only getting
Dragon
started!
Swarm. Air Pistol. Sword Ring Alpha.
Resonate with
Wind. You're mine. It's over. Got fire.
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours. I'm ready. Severing Wind.
I owe you so much, Rinwell.
Maybe my art do have a place in this world.
Sure, it's Tundra.
Dragon Swarm.
Do it!
Kisara.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclops. Not a chance.
One
No
more!
escape.
Any injuries?
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Ah,
Let's see what you've got.
there! Got you!
You're mine. It's over.
By the power of water!
Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wind! Rising Falcon! Ignite! Negative gate!
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I'm ready! It's over!
Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally.
Soaring Light Spear! Stunner!
Radiant
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
You got company.
Resonate with the earth!
Dragon
Here!
Sword Rain Alpha! Wind! Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon!
Where are you going? Divine
Take this! Dragon! We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Glacial Spear. You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Soaring Light Spear!
Glacial Spear.
Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
The heavens must be smiling. Discourteous, aren't you?
Water, hear my call.
Begin! Does it hurt? You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Negative
On your knees! Take this! Air pressure! Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wind!
Lightning orb!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use them.
Then I promise I'll always be with you.
You fight the further away, the better. You and I both. That was almost too easy. No enemy can stand against us.
Coming through!
Hear my call!
Come and face me! Try harder! My turn! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Here's evil!
Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wind! You're mine! Rising Swarm's all mine! No escape!
Everlasting dark.
Here goes!
Negative gate! Resonate with
Too
the
fast!
earth! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Time to let it rip! Here I come!
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
As impressive as
Sword
always.
Rain Alpha!
Here I hope there isn't an astral arch.
Do it! That's my cue!
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire! Now, take this! Soaring Light Spear!
Resonate with the earth!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Elusive deity!
Here
No
I come!
dawn shall break
It's
this
over!
fast.
Do it! Arcane Waterfall!
Seems about right to me.
This'll make us even more formidable.